Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Bringing Little Cup Back. Today we're going to be doing my same standard team actually, because I've been trying out new teams and I really can't get one to work, and I want to get another episode of this out there for you guys, so I figured I'd just use the same standard team. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and look for a match. Now I'm going to have one move changed on my Ghastly, because it really recently just told me that my Ghastly can't learn Sludge Wave. I don't really understand what it means by that, but I guess I'm just gonna see. So our opponent's got a very OU, well, the equivalent of OU for Little Cup team. A lot of really common threats. I'm kind of afraid Seawaddle. Here comes the Sticky Web. We're gonna go ahead and go for the Sludge Bomb here. Now, I have actually recently considered running the Scarf on my Ghastly, just to try to give him kind of an edge against some Pokemon. It's an idea I've been batting back and forth. I don't really have a confirmation on that one at all. Don't really know, to be honest with you, if it would work or not. The Seawaddle does obviously have the Choice Scarf there. I saw that one coming from a mile away. He might actually try to switch into something that resists my Sludge Bomb. But he doesn't, he just sacks it off. That makes no sense. It is going to be kind of hard to get my Sandshrew in here though. That's one thing I'm not looking forward to, but Sticky Web doesn't really affect my team that bad. I can almost guarantee the crunch right now. To the point, yeah, I'm pretty comfortable switching in Pebbles. Go straight for the Head Smash. No crunch was found here that day, and he one-hit KOs my 4 Pebbles. Hammy's just gonna go ahead. He's probably predicting the Rapid Spin, so we're gonna go for the knockoff here. I'm really hoping he predicts Rapid Spin. Yep, sure does. We're gonna knock off the Mischievous. There you go. Look at that damage. Mischievous, you are already done for. He goes for the Shadow Ball, gets the crit, knocks Hammy down to his poor Sash. But to be honest, Hammy and my little Raioli are really the only things that really matter when it comes to Sticky Webs. Everything else isn't really that hardly affected by it. In comes in the Cranidos. I'm just gonna go ahead and say miss the Head Smash. Sure as not. Okay. Okay. I don't get that lucky, got it. I think Fletchling will KO from this range, but I don't really want to test that out, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch in Sir Aaron, who I'm pretty sure will survive pretty easily. And I think we're gonna go for a Bullet Punch here. Hopefully net herself a KO on this Granados. No guarantee of that though. Sir Aaron, you beast. Oh man, I love my little Raioli some days. Lucario. I think I explained that to you guys before why I use it in Little Cup, because Lucario is one of my favorite Pokemon, and I'm just like, eh. Of course I want to use him, and plus I've added him on my team, and I still... It took me a lot of years to watch the movie The Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. So this was when I was on that hype train. But to be honest, that's a great movie if you've never seen it. We're gonna Bullet Punch this Abra and break any potential Sash it has. He's obviously gonna Psyshock me, that makes no sense. In comes our Fletchling here. We're going to stare this Abra right down in the face. We're going to go for an Acrobatics here. Raioli served his purpose and broke the Sash I needed breaking. His really biggest threats now are the Darumaka. And I don't think Staryu is a threat as long as I still have my Porygon around. So we're going to go for the Aerobatics on this. That Flare Blade's going to KO us, but he's going to KO himself. Now, we should be able to go ahead and clean up with his Calculate Me, bro. So, I now have Natural Cure. I don't really know what that does for me. We're going to go for the Thunderbolt here. Skull does a lot more damage than I thought, though. But luckily, Staryu's frail, so we're going to go ahead and knock that out right now. GG to you, bud. I really do like beating these teams, though, that are really full of common threats. It really does make me feel a whole lot better about it. It just really makes you feel accomplished, especially when you use a team that's kind of got a lot of gimmicks and goof arounds on it. So apparently the ladder's having an issue here. I don't think we're going to get a GG back either. So we're just going to go ahead and end that off there. Let's go ahead and I think we're going to go ahead and look for another match. So So let's go ahead and find our second battle here. Now, like I said, guys, please go ahead and leave it down in the comments if you guys do enjoy this series. I don't think it's all that popular is my issue with it, so I am kind of considering cutting it out. If you guys do want to save Little Cup, though, please go ahead and do save Little Cup down in the comments. That'd probably be the best thing you can do for it. We're going to go ahead and switch into our Porygon here. That's in Mischievous. That's the whole reason why we have it in the first place. But yeah, if you guys don't really care about it, I'm going to go ahead and let it go. Our opponent's taking second to make her first move here. She goes for a Shadow Ball. That was pretty predictable. We're going to go for a Shadow Ball of her own. I was kind of expecting a Fletchling switch, to be honest with you. Trubbish, though. I don't know. I think Pebbles can deal with Trubbish really well. Yeah, pretty well. Not the best, but pretty well. I'm gonna go for a knockoff here, get rid of Trebish's Eviolite. As that's pretty much the only item any defensive wall really carries in Little Cup. Like, very rarely you see leftovers, but because of the way the health works out, it's just not really worth it. Like, I know when you see the percentages thing, it might look more important, or it might look more like, oh, that's, you know, oh, you did the whole 10% of helping restore by leftovers is really neat. Well, for example, the bulkiest Pokemon on my team, I'm pretty sure, or Porygon is, not sure which one is, has a 26 HP health pool. So it's not really all that important. I think I really want to switch in Hammy here, but the Scald will ruin it. But looking at this team, I don't really need Hammy that much. Okay, so that turned out to be an excellent play in the first place. I'm going to go ahead and go for an EQ here since I am Scarfed. Or not Scarfed, I'm Focus Sashed. And there you go, so we finished that off. I actually thought the Chinchou would outspeed us, but it was probably a bulky set. He switches in the Mienfoo. This is carrying the Fake Out, the Drain Punch, all that good stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and bring in our Pebbles. It'll take that a lot better. A lot better. I don't know what he's going to do here, though. He might actually just U-turn out and try to get switch initiative. That would be a pretty smart move here. Goes to the knockoff against my Pebbles. That will actually devastate it later in the match, probably. I'm going to go for a knockoff of her own here, though. No matter what it hits and no matter what comes in, this will actually help us, so... Really, right now, this just seems important. Well, actually, I take that back. If he brings in the Fletchling, which would be kind of weird right now, but might work, especially if he sets up Sword Stances with it, then yeah. Knockoff would not hurt that bad. He goes for the U-turn here. He is trying to switch in something. But I don't know what. Okay, so in comes Trubbish. Say goodbye to your... Oh, I have Berry Juice? Oh, that's so stupid. Like I told you guys, I hate Berry Juice. I think it's stupid. I honestly think it should be banned from Little Cup, but I don't know if this tier actually gets enough, I guess kind of like competitive Overwatch to really make it necessary. And what I mean by that is I just don't think Smogan really cares enough about this tier to try to fix any of the errors in it. Except in the very beginning where they banned by Murkrow and then decided to leave everything else stupid in here. As is usual. I'm not really a big fan of the bans that they've done so far. Like, certain ones are pretty necessary, I'll give them that. They're very important, they really help the metagame. But then there's certain ones that did not, and were stupid, and make me sad. And since he's such a switch-heavy team, we're gonna get our Stealth Rocks up here. I do not get why he didn't even go for the U-turn there. That is weird. He brings in his Fletchling. I don't know, I'm kind of afraid of this thing. I'm gonna go for a knockoff here in case he's carrying any shenanigans on it. He could be like a substituting Berry Juice set, and just get behind the substitute and do, yet again, more shenanigans. That confirms he's definitely not. I don't actually have any other attacks than that, so we're just gonna go for knockoff here and let Hammy get finished off. Bye, Hammy, you did a great job. We're gonna go ahead and switch into our own fledgling. Since we run our special little jolly set, it does outspeed most other people's fledglings, so we should be able to go ahead and finish off his pretty easily. Yeah, no problem there at all. Misdreavus would not be too fun to have switched in right now, but he switches in the Drillbur. Don't really know what to do about this other than I think God Gas would be a really good switch here. Yeah, Rock Slide does a lot of damage from behind. We're gonna go for a Shadow Ball here. I don't know if he'll outspeed. If he does, I'm pretty sure he's Scarf. Ghastly is one of the fastest Pokemon in the tier, but so is Drillbur, so we'll see. The Mold Breaker won't really affect us that much. It's really good if you're fighting a Coughing though. I think he's trying to decide what to do here. I don't blame him, I don't blame him. This is kind of an intense match though. This is a little bit closer than the one was earlier. He's probably trying to figure out if he can switch into anything. But no matter what he switches in, a Shadow Ball will just do way too much damage to it, I'm pretty sure. Trubbish might survive it, but the next turn, my Ghastly will finish it off. Mienfoo will get finished off by one. Misdreavus really wouldn't appreciate the damage, but Misdreavus would probably be his best switch in there, because he could go ahead and take out my Ghastly. I'll bring in my Porygon and Shadow Ball though, and that'll pretty much almost finish off anything he's got, except for the Mienfoo. Okay, this might be server lag again, but I'm gonna go ahead and start up the timer anyway. I'm not really too excited about sitting here. And it's server lag again. Man, Showdown is not doing too good for this today. At all. Okay, so we get the Shadow Ball off against the Drillbur. He's Berry Juice. Because everything has to be Berry Juice. Berry Juice, Berry Juice, Berry Juice. Oh my goodness, I hate Berry Juice so much. We're gonna go for the high jump kick here. Like, I'm telling you right now, if I had one thing that I could change about Little Cup, absolutely, it would be Berry Juice. Because people abuse that way too much. Way too much. And the problem is, even at the lowest point, most Pokemon's HPs are 20, so it's literally giving your Pokemon an instant full health again. I'm sorry, but I find that quite unfair. If I still had my Murkrow, I might think differently about that one. I'm not 100% sure, but at the current moment, I find it unfair. So our opponent is taking a second here. Don't know what they're really trying to decide to do. I think my high jump kick though will KO this Drillbur. They have 90 seconds left, so I don't know if it might have been server lag the entire time or not. Okay, so another high jump kick will finish this, but I'm kind of predicting him to bring in Misdreavus. Predicting that, so nope, go straight for the gunk shot here. That was probably the better move out of the two. We're gonna go for a Shadow Ball though. He has a Drain Punch, he gets it off. My Shadow Ball will KO the Trubbish, but that might make Misdreavus able to sweep. Not 100% sure, but it probably will. Switches back into Mienfoo though. I'm gonna go for the Recover, I guess. Now it finishes off my Calculate Me Bro. That is no bueno for me. Into Fletchling I go. We're gonna go for an Acrobatics here. Finish off the Mienfoo. If he switches in Misdreavus here, I stand a chance. He switches in the Drillbur. I'm gonna have to hard switch out into my lovely little Riolu here. The EQ instantly KOs my Riolu, because, you know, obviously it has to. Because this thing needed Berry Juice. We get a crit with our Acrobatics, that is a good thing there. I don't actually know what the Misdreavus has for us. That's the thing, we could actually still pull out the W, hit the Misdreavus once, and So, I'm not sure if you guys are getting what I'm saying here, though, or seeing what I mean, but we managed to hit him there. He hits us with a Shadow Ball. And the issue here is 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon with Fairy Juice. Gonna hit him with an Acrobatics. Oh my goodness. And we are good. GG to you, bud. I don't like the amount of berry juice you were using, but this person was a lot higher on the ladder than we were too. Not a big fan of everything he's using, but Fletchling manages to pull us a W there. I'll call that good. If you guys enjoy Little Cup, remember, try to get some of those messages in the comments, save Little Cup, drop it in some of my other videos if you want to too. I would love to keep Little Cup around, but if you guys don't enjoy it, I won't try to force feed it to you. Without further ado though, everybody, you have a great day.